Welcome to InfoSource, a presentation of Berkshire Healthcare Systems, a not-for-profit system of post-acute healthcare services, including long-term care, short-term rehabilitation, independent living, assisted living, memory care programs, and hospice services available to our neighbors and families here in the Berkshires and beyond. I'm your host, Rachel Colasino, and my guests for today's show are Maureen Goodrow, Linda Card, and Carola Walden from North Adams Commons. Welcome to you all.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thank you for being here. We have an exciting show today. We're going to do a food demonstration later in the show. But first, again, happy holidays.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Thank you. So what we're going to do today is discuss the traditions that you have at North Adams Commons, because you really certainly celebrate the holidays in a lot of different ways. So we're going to talk about that today. And Carola Walden is our activities director at North Adams Commons. So I'd like to start with you, since so much of the planning is done by you. So can you set the scene for us? What does North Adams Commons look like in December?
Well, of course, as soon as a visitor arrives this time of year at North Adams Commons, especially in the late afternoons, you will see a nice and beautiful display of lights. We have dozens and dozens of strings of lights in the front porches and in the trees on the front lawn.
Nice.
We have lit reindeer on the lawn, so it looks very inviting and warm this time of year. And when you enter the building, you see in all the common rooms large Christmas trees. In total, we have 6 of them decorated.
Wow.
We have wreath and other holiday decorations on residents' doors, also a variety of decorations in the residents' rooms. So it's a festive kind of setting. The nursing staff gets involved with decorating the nurses' stations, and it's really pretty and very exciting.
That sounds beautiful. So with the lights on the lawn, I would assume that the residents like to look out the windows and see what's going on outside.
They just absolutely love it, to watch from the inside, the warm and cozy places inside, look outside when the snow is falling and the reindeer are lit. It's very, very pretty.
That's great. So can you start to walk us through the traditions that you celebrate at North Adams Commons throughout the holiday season?
There are actually a variety of traditions, and it always starts out with baking holiday cookies to make sure that the house smells like Christmas.
Of course.
And that needs to be done very early in the season. We have a super special program at North Adams Commons. I think it's been going on for over a decade now. We call it the Giving Tree program. And essentially it is a Secret Santa program. It has been providing over a decade a present for every resident on Christmas morning.
Wow.
And it's something that not too many places accomplish, so we are happy to do it.
Where do the presents come from?
The presents come from our staff mainly. The beginning of the holiday season, every staff member can sign up to provide a present, and it's usually a present provided for a resident that they know very well. They know what the resident likes and needs. So we have a sign-up sheet. Every staff member can sign up, and we gather the presents wrapped beautifully with tags with the resident's name, and of course all the presents read from Santa.
Of course.
Yeah. So the last couple of years we have had some extra help with our present collection from a program at the North Adams Big Y.
Wow.
The employees at the Big Y call themselves the Elves program at the holiday season, and they help us with providing presents for the residents.
That's
Again, great. They are wrapped beautifully and set aside, and we are picking them and making sure that they're all individually tailored to the resident. On Christmas morning, we have Santa and Mrs. Claus come by.
Oh, wow.
And Santa goes from room to room, knocks on every door, and brings his holiday cheer, says ho, 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 of course, and delivers a present to every resident with the help of Mrs. Claus and an activity staff member dressed as elf.
That's great.
Yay.
That's great. So what do you do for residents who don't celebrate Christmas?
We have right now one Jewish resident in the facility, and we always put a menorah on the front lobby desk. somewhere in the vicinity of the Christmas tree, and we send him a card, a Happy Hanukkah card, right around Hanukkah time, and we sign it from the staff of the facility.
That's nice.
He also receives visits from the Jewish community, and we read for all our residents the story of Hanukkah to share the traditions of Hanukkah with everyone.
That's nice, and the residents must be interested too in celebrating that with him.
Of course they are, and
Yeah.
they always look forward to it.
That's great. So what are some of the ways that you support the residents during this very, very busy time of year?
Well, early in December we take them shopping. So if they need to buy any presents for families or loved ones, friends, whoever it may be, we assist them with buying the presents, we assist them with wrapping them. We have programs implemented where they can make presents.
Nice.
So they are assisted with making them, wrapping them. We also have cards available if they need to send out cards. We can assist with that. We do that quite frequently, help them mail them out to family members
Nice, very
far
nice.
away.
And what about anything available within the facility for residents who can't get out to do their holiday shopping?
Oh, we do have a program, a traveling store. It's a weekly event where residents can choose from a traveling store to purchase an item at cost. And we have a special surprise for them just before Christmas. They can choose one item they really like for free.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And so, you know, we know the holidays are such a festive time of year, and it sounds like very especially festive at North Adams Commons. What are the ways that you help spread that holiday cheer?
Ooh, a lot of our programs that are popular take a little holiday twist. And some of the programs are just sing-alongs during the year, but around the holidays they turn into caroling.
Of course.
Yeah. A bingo program will turn into a special holiday bingo with super nice prizes. And I think that they very much enjoy a Friday night mixer, which is a weekly evening social for the young at heart. And the young folks at heart like to get together and enjoy specialty foods. They like to have something they don't usually have on the menu during the week. And food service department provides what they really like, especially during the holiday season.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
We have one other tradition that we just hope to get going, and it's something that started. It's called a happy hour.
Tell us about that.
The happy hour is a program that invites people to come into a room. It looks like a cocktail lounge, and we provide alcohol-free beer and specialty drinks, anything that's flavored, that you would expect to be served in a cocktail lounge, including the snacks are readily set up, and we hope to make this a very special holiday tradition as well. Something we look forward to and haven't done yet, but we are thriving to implement this every year, is a saxophone Santa.
Saxophone Santa.
Yay! That's something very new, and we're excited to try to do that, and it may very well become our newest tradition.
So what is Saxophone Santa? I've heard you talk about him.
Saxophone Santa is a musician. He's an accomplished saxophonist, and he will dress as a Santa when he comes in.
That's great.
And play for the residents. So it sounds fun.
That's great. And North Adams is such a tight-knit community, so how does the outside community get involved with your celebrations at North Adams Commons?
We have actually quite a bit of involvement with the local community. The Adams and North Adams Catholic community is very involved. They provide special services, not only around the holidays, but more tailored towards Christmas in the December weeks. We have December Mass, always on the schedule, and we have visitors from the First Baptist Church, the Stamford Community Church, who provide services on weekends, and we have carolers, entertainers, volunteers usually, and they come to bring some joy and cheer to the residents.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
there are
wonderful.
members from the American Legion who provide gifts for our veterans in December, usually just right before Christmas they come in. And the Salvation Army comes and brings a gift for everybody.
That's great. That's great. It sounds like you're very supported by your
Yes.
community, which
There
is
are
wonderful.
also, I forgot to mention, many school children in the community who are very eager to make their own Christmas cards and send them off to us.
The residents must love that,
Oh,
too.
they love it, yes.
Yeah. So speaking of the community, I know that you also do a lot to give back to them. And Maureen, I was hoping you could tell us about the neighborhood party that you've hosted at North Adams Commons for the last several years.
Sure. The open house that we actually billed as the Sparkly Lights Christmas Open House, Holiday Open House, began in 2010 as a way to invite our neighbors into our home, North Adams Commons, for a little party, a cup of cheer, visit with their neighbors, talk to us, because we are situated in the middle of a very old residential neighborhood in North Adams.
That's great. And it's gotten bigger, I understand, over the last couple of years.
It has gotten bigger indeed. In the beginning, it was just the neighboring streets that were invited. We started writing the invitations by hand. Now, word of mouth has gotten out, which is a wonderful thing because more people in the community know about North Adams Commons and where we are and what we do and want to come to our holiday celebration. So now in 2012, we mailed out almost 3,000 invitations to our open house and are expecting over 100 people.
Wow.
It's a laid-back, low-key open house cocktail party-ish with wonderful entertainment, usually entertainment that one doesn't usually see in a skilled nursing facility. This year we're having a jazz guitarist and a jazz trombone.
Wow, that's great.
Yes, it's going to be marvelous.
That's great. And I know when we were talking about the party, we had said before you had the party, you didn't really have a relationship with the neighbors, and now it seems like you've been able to build those relationships.
That is correct.
That's great.
Before this open house started, we were smack dab right in the middle of the neighborhood with neighbors all around us, literally in our backyard that we didn't know. And now those are the first neighbors who RSVP for the open house.
Now you know them.
Yes, we do.
That's great. That's great. And Linda, you are a newer member of the North Adams Commons team, so we wanted to welcome you to your first holiday season.
Thank you.
And you're the director of admissions, and so admissions and marketing. Excuse me. And so, I know you have a lot of contact with families at this time of year. And how are families involved with residents at the holidays?
We see more family visits during the holiday season. A lot of the residents will have a lot of family members come in, and it's very, very special for the family as well as the resident. Unfortunately, when the families leave, the residents get sad, and that's where our relationships with that resident come into play, and we're there to stand in to help them through that. Our residents become part of our extended family, and we become part of theirs. So it's a very wonderful relationship, and it's such a small community and small facility that we're able to have those relationships with the residents as well as the families. It's truly an honor and a privilege to take care of the elderly in their time of need.
Yeah, and that family atmosphere that you described seems to fit right in with your description of what North Adams Commons looks like at the holidays. So that's wonderful. So thank you all for being here. We are going to take a quick break and learn a little bit more about North Adams Commons.
Situated in a quiet residential neighborhood in the Berkshires of Western Massachusetts, just minutes from the cultural offerings of the Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts and the Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Arts, North Adams Commons offers you the best of both worlds. It's a locally run facility staffed by dedicated healthcare professionals from the northern Berkshire area. And it's backed by the expertise and resources of Berkshire Healthcare, the largest nonprofit long-term care provider in the area. Berkshire Healthcare is committed to fulfilling the health and residential needs of the people in the communities we serve. North Adams Commons is a proud recipient of the American Healthcare Association's National Quality Award. The Quality Awards recognize members' commitment to performance excellence by continuously demonstrating ever-improving value to residents and other customers. The Bronze, Silver, and Gold Awards recognize overall organizational effectiveness and capabilities and champion organizational and personal learning. At North Adams Commons, we pride ourselves on our deep commitment to our community. We offer a broad range of nursing home services, including short-term rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice, and respite care services. We proudly offer a home-like setting that allows our residents the comforts they expect while providing the care they need, including several small, nicely appointed dining rooms, beautiful outdoor space, ample activities, and private family space. At the heart of it all is a focus on the body, mind, and spirit. Our rehab services include physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Our licensed therapy professionals help restore and maintain the body by focusing on helping our residents improve strength and mobility in order to participate in the activities they most enjoy. These services are provided up to 7 days a week when ordered by a physician. North Adams Commons is more than a place to live. It's a place to enjoy each day to the fullest. Our activities program focuses on the mind and spirit of our residents by offering engaging leisure and recreational activities, arts and crafts, music, discussion groups, exercise sessions, religious services, and cultural community outings, and more. Each resident receives the highest quality care delivered by our dedicated staff members working as a team. From the nursing staff to our front office personnel, everyone is enthusiastic about the role he or she plays in the lives of the people who entrust us with their care. Our staff is committed to providing compassionate care, using teamwork as their guiding principle. We're dedicated to treating each person with dignity, recognizing their individual needs, goals, and preferences. We create a care plan for each person, focused on helping them achieve the highest level of independence and quality of life. At North Adams Commons, we're perfecting the art of superior care. If you or a loved one need short-term rehab, extra care after a hospital stay, or a nursing supervised full-time living arrangement, we invite you to tour and meet our staff. See firsthand how we enhance the lives of those we serve. To make arrangements or get more information, call 413-664-4041. We look forward to meeting you.
Welcome back. I'm here with two North Adams Commons staff members. We have Corolla Walden, our activities director, and Dawn Roach, the director of dining services. Welcome back, Corolla.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi. So we have everything here, a great display of food, and we were just talking about the party that North Adams Commons hosts for its neighbors. So let's talk a little bit about the food that you'll be serving there.
Okay, sure. Well, we're going to start off. We have some tortellini kebabs over here with grape tomatoes and flank steak and some pineapple.
It's delicious.
Something that my assistant thought might be a good idea, so came up with that, and looks good, tastes good.
And that's an interesting mix of flavors too with the pineapple.
It is, yeah, with the flank steak and the pineapple, and the flank steak's a little teriyaki marinade, so they go nice together.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then we did a little bit of a twist on the shrimp cocktail.
Definitely a twist, yeah.
Yeah, with our lemon and parsley, a little garnish there, and we'll serve that with cocktail sauce.
That's great. And you were talking about how you cut the shrimp a little bit differently.
Well, instead of butterflying, if anybody's ever butterflied shrimp, instead of butterflying it, leaving it partially attached, we just cut right through it from stem to stern and drop it in the water, and it twists up nice like that.
It's beautiful.
You don't have to do anything with it.
And where do you get your recipes from, Dawn?
Well, some of them I've been doing for quite a while. Some of them from the internet or magazines. Some we just, like the kebabs, we just make up as we go.
Nice. So then we'll be talking about our resident party. Carola, what happens at the resident party?
Well, we gather all our residents in a really festive setting under the tree with tons of decorations, beautiful holiday music, and we also have caroling at the same time. We enjoy beautiful foods that the food service department provides for us, and hopefully we have Santa stopping by. We can usually hear him from afar, and he's ringing his bells. All the residents are getting excited when they know Santa is coming. And of course, when he arrives, everybody cheers, and all the questions that he posed are answered with, yes, of course, we have been good.
Yeah. Of course. So, Don, what are some of the foods that you would serve at the party for residents?
Well, what we're going to do is some of the ones that we serve at the open house, we're going to do at the resident party as well. In addition, we've got some lemon and scallion puff pastry down here, a little hint of cayenne, so that's something a little bit different. We'll do the cheese and the crackers. We've got some other things lined up that will go out as well. Yeah.
And what do we have here?
Well, this Carola, I think, can explain Christmas Eve to us.
Sure.
And this will sort of accompany that Christmas Eve celebration.
We have a special event on Christmas Eve where the residents come together and we read them the night before Christmas.
Of course.
It's a holiday tradition at North Adams Commons, and at the end of the program we leave out a glass of milk with cookies in the hope that Santa will stop by.
Santa. Oh.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Santa.
Someone say cookie?
It certainly did. Would you like to try one?
I'd love one.
All right, help yourself.
And don't forget your carrots for the reindeer.
All right.
Don't forget Rudolph. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Santa. Don, do you have any secret ingredients that you can share for us?
Well, you know, I like things a little bit spicy, so I do use cayenne sometimes, different peppers that I like, but really I think when it comes to baking, which is really what I like to do, is patience. I find that every time you try to rush it, you're going to wreck it. So just being patient and waiting, and you know, it's a little anticipation, but I guess that goes with the season.
So speaking of baking, can we talk about some of the desserts that you have here?
Sure. We did right here a cranberry cheesecake. So there's a vanilla wafer crust with cranberry and then the cheesecake topping. And also up front here is an eggnog custard.
It's beautiful.
And sprinkle that with some nutmeg. Yeah.
Great. And how do you choose your menu for special days like Christmas Day?
Well, what we'll do is meet with the residents, usually at a resident council meeting or a food committee, and talk to them and offer them options about what we could serve. This year for Christmas they chose prime rib and baked stuffed shrimp, so we'll serve that to them, and they decide on the side dishes and the vegetables to go along with it and what we're going to have for dessert.
That's nice, so they really truly get to participate in that.
They do, absolutely, yeah.
That's great. So we can't forget about New Year's Eve, which would be the capstone to holiday festivities.
Absolutely.
And what do you do on New Year's Eve?
We have a holiday party.
Of course.
We have a party every year at the end of the holiday season. The New Year's Eve party is very popular. We have holiday hats, party hats, and festive music. Everybody gets together and enjoys, again, what the food service department provides and what the residents are asking for. It's usually beautiful party foods.
So let's hear about those party foods.
Well, today I brought some stuffed mushrooms, some sausage stuffed mushrooms with the cheese and crackers, there's some smoked Gouda and some Havarti with dill and sharp cheddar. But we'll also do, I've got a grilled Gruyere cheese with sliced apples that we'll put out there. Again, a couple other things that we'll sort of won't let out of the bag before
Surprises.
we have the residents come down.
Very nice. And for New Year's Day, is the menu chosen the same way as for Christmas Day?
It is, yeah. And they're going to decide it on this year a chicken cordon bleu and stuffed sole for an alternate.
Great.
So, yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you both for being here.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for
And
having
happy
us.
holidays to you.
Thank you.
And happy holidays from all of us at Berkshire Healthcare.